Hey friends, Peggy Hall back with you from thehealthyamerican.org. It's Friday and I'd like to be a little more lighthearted on Friday. So let me lead off with a question. Have you heard that Russell Brand is professing to be Christian? Apparently he was baptized into the Catholic Church. And also we've got JP Sears, who now is, you see, he's got t-shirts that say "Got God" and "Pray." And both of these individuals with huge followings on social media have really been promoting New Age teachings, I would say, and philosophies for some time. So here we have Russell Brand, here we have JP Sears, and I certainly can't read into the heart of anyone. God alone knows who they are and what they say and what they believe. So that's not up to me to question. But it did put me in mind of a funny article that I saw on the Babylon Bee. Let me know if you ever read the Babylon Bee. There's an app, they have videos on YouTube. And this one, let me share my screen here. It is the opposite of becoming a Christian. It is actually professing faith in nothing. And here we have it, atheist patiently waits for IKEA coffee table to assemble itself. So I thought that was kind of funny. I'm going to read it to you, but here's the picture. Let me know in a comment how you interpret this headline, right? The atheist is patiently waits for IKEA coffee table to assemble itself. So one of the claims that Christians make is that God created the universe, and it's in the Bible, and that's just a basic tenet of belief that that creation came from a creator, and if there is no creator, how did things get created? So here's the article from the Babylon Bee. If you're not familiar with the Babylon Bee, it is a type of satire, and here the article says, a tense standoff threatened to extend much longer than just the remainder of this afternoon, as an atheist was determined to sit and wait for his IKEA coffee table to assemble itself. The man, a highly educated intellectual who staunchly refuses to believe that God exists, sought to finally prove the spontaneous formation of the known universe, right? That's the Big Bang. It just happened somehow. I'd like to figure out that somehow portion. So the article goes on. He sought to finally prove the spontaneous formation of the known universe by sitting and observing the disparate pieces of the IKEA table come together to form an orderly, functional whole. It's only a matter of time, whole, meaning a whole piece. It's only a matter of time, he said, as he sat in a chair with his arms folded, and he stared at the pile of boards, screws, nuts, and bolts. Those religious whack jobs believe a higher power is necessary to assemble something into an organized creation. I'll show them. 3 hours in, the man was still waiting for a single piece of the disassembled coffee table to move by itself. This doesn't discourage me in the least, he says. It will happen, he said defiantly. Once the right environmental requirements are met and all the cosmic dominoes fall into place, I'll have a coffee table. It's inevitable. I just need to be patient. As day turned into night, the man's resolve seemed unwavering. This doesn't prove anything, he said. The universe took hundreds of millions of years to come together. That's just science. It's in every textbook. Though this coffee table isn't nearly as complicated as the universe, I'm willing to wait it out. All those Christians will look like fools. At publishing time, word had spread that the man had died of old age without any evidence that his coffee table was any closer to being assembled than it was when he opened the box. All right, I find that a very compelling argument. Now, there's one more that came from there's probably many more, but one more that I'm going to share with you. And this also came from the Babylon Bee. This was a couple of years ago. Remember the incidences that happened back then in 2020? This one says atheists launch the No Lives Matter movement. How do you like them apples? No lives matter. So here's what this one says. And again, you can go to Babylon Bee. There's a website, there's an app, and there is a YouTube channel as well. So this one says, a group of atheists, along with some agnostics, announced on Tuesday a new socio-political movement consistent with their worldview. It's called No Lives Matter. According to sources, the organizers for NLM, No Lives Matter, have planned numerous rallies to protest other rallies, claiming that lives do matter. The organization's human statement defines the group. Excuse me, I added the word human. I guess I was trying to make it more tenable. The organization's mission statement defines the group as people motivated by the belief that all human lives are equally meaningless. Since we're just a random collection and a random accident of evolution, and our so-called moral truths are just biochemical reactions in our brain, no human lives, or any lives at all, actually matter, said the prominent atheist, Richard Dawkins, speaking for NLM. Anyone who says Black Lives Matter or Blue Lives Matter or whatever lives has to believe in a higher moral code given by a creator. You can't say in one breath that lives matter, and then in the next breath claim that God is a human invention and all truth is relative. We're just trying to be logically consistent, he added. Well, the movement quickly fell apart, though, when leaders had trouble convincing followers that the No Lives Matter movement actually mattered. I just think that's brilliant. And, all joking aside, that is a huge problem that we have in our society, that people do believe that no lives matter, including those of the most precious and innocent, the developing babies in the womb. Now, there are a lot of headlines about what's going on in this debate in different states, and I will be covering some of that for you in the coming weeks. But I do believe that the reason why people are so easily able to dismiss the taking of a human life at its most innocent and most vulnerable stage, because they don't believe in a creator. They believe that life is random, that it has no meaning. And that is a question that I would pose to an atheist. What is the purpose of life? Why are we here? How did this happen? You don't believe in any higher creator, basically that's it, right? Because you have the creator of the universe. There is a creation that was created by a creator. Otherwise, we sit on the couch and we wait for that IKEA furniture to assemble itself. What say you? All right, friends, I like to be a little more lighthearted on Fridays. If we can talk about the meaning of life in a lighthearted manner, let me know what you think about Russell Brand and JP Sears and any of the other celebrities that are now professing to become Christians. That would be wonderful. And they have that ability to step forward in faith, living according to God's laws and allowing him to provide protection, direction, and peace. Thank you, everyone. God bless, and I'll see you next week.